to SmollCast. Today I'm here with my host, Kata Cat. Kata Cat, say hello.
Hey, I'm Kita Cat.
And we have a very special guest today. We have Mirynth. Mirynth,
Hello.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
I didn't prepare this.
It's okay. Mirynth, you're a VTuber, right? Do you stream?
Yeah, I stream on Twitch. I'm a space captain who really loves technology. I do like software and hardware streams. Playing games. We do like cooking sometimes, even though I'm terrible at cooking, and so Cat just watches me fail at making the toughest meat ever, and then watches me eat it, and then I have to pretend and be like, it's so delicious. I swear.
Wait, so you do live cooking streams?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh, that's so
takoyaki
cool.
and like Korean barbecue.
Whoa.
That's one way to make sure that you actually maintain your health and nutrition during streaming.
It's smart. It's smart. It works.
Just a miracle I didn't die on stream from my own cooking.
And then also, we're here today to talk about your shop, right? Could you tell us more about your shop and how you decided to go through with it and like what the process was like?
Yeah, so around sometime last year I got a cry cut machine from a friend as a Christmas gift, and then that like
Oh.
snowballed me into making like a ton of stuff. And then I'm a huge fan of idols. Like I've always like before I started VTubing, I was like really into like Love Live and Bang Dream.
Love life, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like a huge fan of Kizuna Ai as well, and so I think over time like that kind of just naturally transition, being into like idols and then being a VTuber myself to being like really into like Hololive and Niji Sanji, and then from there I was like, well, I have now that I have like the ability to make like cool stuff with this machine, I can and I just like started making all sorts of stuff. And then I was like, wait, won't this be cool to make like pen lights? And I mean like pen lights for friends. It's like I think it's cool to I think I just wanted to like make others happy, where it's like if it's like if they're doing like a debut stream or it's like their anniversary stream, I wanted to give something as like a gift and be like, isn't this cool? Where like I'm cheering you on, that kind of feel.
That is so
cool.
And then it kind of like snowballed into making like Hololive pen lights and Niji Sanji pen lights.
So those are all made with the die cut machine, you said?
Cry cut, yeah.
A cry cut.
Oh, cry cut.
Yes, I vaguely know of the thing. I know nothing of how to use it or what you could even make with it. So I never even thought that you could make pen lights with that.
It's amazing. It's like you can make like tote bags and T-shirts and stickers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Is it like a
addicting.
press or like what exactly is it?
It's a cutting machine. So, imagine like it's like between like a printer or 3D printer, except it cuts stuff. But you can cut like cloth. So if you are interested in like cosplay,
Oh.
yeah, you can like cut. For
Have you used it for cosplay?
I have not. I wish I should. I used to make like a lot of my own cosplays. But yeah, recently I've just been buying them because it takes so much time.
It does.
Yeah. Do you cosplay?
Me?
I used to. I have long since stopped because I do not have the time.
What did you use to cosplay? Tell me your top characters that your like favorite characters to cosplay.
So I used to cosplay Pokemon a lot.
Oh!
And one of the most recognizable I did was a cosplay I did with a friend where we did Plessel and Minun. We had people literally chasing us down for pictures.
Oh.
Now I wonder if I've seen you. I've seen some really good plus well, I forgot their name, but I know what you're talking about. It's like
Yes.
Pichu, and it's like plus and minus.
No, I will say, if you ever see anyone cosplaying as Eevee, shout them out. So many people do not recognize an Eevee; they just assume it's a fox.
Oh,
Actually, wait, hold up. Eevee's not a fox?
Well, Eevee is based on a fox, but like if you see a fox among a whole bunch of evolutions, it's probably not a fox.
Fair, fair. So, honestly, somebody is calling you out. Mirynth's been saying you have great cosplays that you hide from your fans. Is that true?
maybe. Okay. So I've been cosplaying for like since 2009. So I have a ton of
Whoa.
cosplays, but
Whoa.
I feel so self-conscious about sharing them on.
Oh no! Don't be self-conscious. Dude, everyone has to start somewhere. I remember my very first cosplay was probably one of the most jankiest cosplays you could ever start with. I just had. I don't know if you've ever watched it, but it was called Zero no Tsukaima, I think. Zero no Tsukaima. It's the girl with like the long pink hair and she has a cape and like a white blouse and a skirt. Like a school.
Oh, I know. I think
Yeah,
I know.
know.
Yeah, was it Beyond the Boundary? Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I don't know what the English name was. I just remember it was called Zero no Tsukaima.
This was the one about the witch who summoned a human as her familiar, was it not? Or am I thinking of a different one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, pink hair girl. She was kind of like a sunray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know which one.
Yeah. That was my very first cosplay. And let me tell you, that wig was hot.
I bet. Though it sounds like you went more in depth on your first cosplay than I did then, because I was generic cat girl.
Oh yeah. Very cute, very cute. What was your first cosplay, Mirynth?
Oh, wow. I don't know if it can be considered cosplay. The first time I dressed up to an anime convention, I guess it was like Harajuku. It's like a candy girl. Like I had a bunch of like accessories.
Oh yeah,
and whatever.
Harajuku style. It's like it's
Yeah.
kind of like Lolita-esque
Yeah,
kind of ish. Yeah. Yeah, but more
Sakura.
modern. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the first like cosplay was Shugo Kara.
Ooh, sugar jar.
Ooh, I love sugar. Oh my god, yeah.
It's been so long since I heard that name.
I know.
I used to say Shugo Chara though.
I still say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do both. I have no idea.
Same.
Never.
Okay. I need to know how you guys say this word because people keep getting mad at me for the way I say it. Manga.
Manga?
Manga.
I say manga.
Damn it.
Differently.
No, for the longest time, like years, I've read it as manga, and then eventually I heard somebody was like, "Wait a minute, you mean manga?" Right? And I was like, "What? Manga?"
I understand the confusion with that one though.
Yeah.
I find it funny when it comes to pronunciation, because there are some things that I just consistently and purposefully say wrong.
Yeah.
Like animu and animals, or aminals is how I normally say it. See, I tried to say it wrong and I said it correctly.
But yeah, sorry, a little bit of sidetrack there.
Yep.
I want to go back to the store, and also, how did it come to be? Because you kind of talked about your inspiration for it, which I also think that's like a great inspiration. Like I definitely take inspiration from like all the Hololive characters and all the big corporate VTubers. But how did you actually like come to put the product together? Like what was that like? Like when you decided to do it, like what was the product line like?
Yeah, so I knew that originally it started with like, okay, I think this is a cool idea. Like at first I was making it, like I said, for gifts for friends, and I was like, alright, I wanna see if it can sell. So I tested it with my own merch store for my debut, which some of you got, which I really appreciate. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, this could be cool, but then if I were to make it into a store, I think the biggest issue is like the artwork, right? Like, you know, yeah. so it's like do I wasn't sure about like collaborating with an artist in the beginning because I didn't feel good about like selling other people's art. And also I figured, okay, let me try doing this like with my own art. Like, let me see. I'm not an artist. I can't draw. But I was like, let me see how far I can get away with my own art. And then because I needed art that the tricky part about the pen lights is that we don't need just like art that's good, but art that works for that media. Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
They're super adorable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I think for pen lights, the key thing is getting like a thick black outline, because those tend to show better. See, like the Ame one shows up better than like some of, well, these look okay, but there's some that are a little bit harder to see. Like the Miku ones is a bit harder to see because the lines are thinner. So yeah, I was like trying to make art that would look good on the pen lights, and then I had a really good friend of mine, I'm Jeffrey. He's the artist that made the other designs, and he kindly told me like, oh, you're free, feel free to use my art on it, because I asked him like, is it okay if like would you want to work together on like this store? And he was like, oh yeah, I'd love to. So yeah. mm. And so once we got the artwork, it kind of like expanded from there. So we started selling like posters and stickers, and now I guess we haven't announced it yet, but I'm planning to expand into like making other concert goods like fans and happy coats. So hopefully you look forward to those as well.
That is super cool.
Thank you.
How many conventions are you planning to be at within this next year?
I'm trying to go to as many as possible. As many as possible. But it's so hard to sign up. It's like for Anime Expo, in order
Mhm.
to have a booth there, I think you have to sign up like 6 to 8 months in advance
Yeah.
or something,
Oh, wow.
something like
Yep.
that. Yeah. And so I signed up for as many as I could for this year, but this year's gonna be a lighter year. I think just cause like we just launched this year, and
Yeah.
it's a little bit late to apply for some conventions. Yeah, so for this year, mostly we'll be at Sugoi Saturday, and there's this other one called Anime Marketplace,
Oh,
which is
cute! Anime
every month.
marketplace. I like that.
Yeah, it's every month, so at least like they're like smaller events, but hopefully we can be at least like have like a consistent schedule, sort of.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Though I'm curious, have you faced any challenges that you just didn't expect when it came to starting your own store like this?
Oh, there's so
Question.
many. Oh, I think one challenge. Okay, okay. I guess okay. I never shared this, but so I really wanted to have because the first I'm sorry I jump around a lot.
No,
You're
it's
good.
okay. No, let's hear it.
So I went to two conventions like in the when we first launched. We went to Sugoi Saturday, that was like our first convention, and then Offkai Expo, and I saw so many like really cute cardboard cutouts. And I really wanted one. And then my friends were telling me like, okay, that would be cool, but do you really need one? Do you need one? And I'm like,
Yes,
yeah, look at the
absolutely.
ones. Yeah, it's like the booths that have the cardboard cutouts. Like even like
You
I
can
look at
tell
the
the difference.
Hmm. Like I look at the cardboard cutout first, then I'm like, oh, cool waifu. Oh, they sell T-shirts. That's cool. so, so I was like, yeah, I want my own cardboard. As vain as it is, I was like, well, it's worth it for the store. Like if I get it just for myself, it's kind of weird, you know. But it's like for the store. And so we got the cardboard cutout, and I was like looking for like, okay, what art would match with it? And I picked this art that had like my Gundam wings, And I was like, yeah, that would be cool because then it would stand out with the Gundam wings, right? And then also because I didn't want to commission new art. I was thinking like I think what would fit was like would be if it was just like me holding pen lights. I think that would have worked better. I was like, yeah, let's just go with this art that I already have. So it had this like big Gundam wing. And then once it was done, I picked it up. I went to a place to pick it up, and we could not get it to fit in my car.
Oh
It just
no.
I think that's the challenge. Is like like starting a small business from your own home. Like knowing like okay, I need like room space in order to do it. My room is basically like a sweatshop, like with a bunch of like boxes. Like here's all like the inventory, and then
Oh, so you keep most of your inventory at your home?
yeah. So it's like
Oh.
I
Have
think
you ever
that's like
considered like renting a storage unit?
yeah, for sure. I think that would be cool in the future when we start to expand. But it's like now that we're just starting small, it's like I think that's like the biggest challenge is like space. It's like fitting things into the car, fitting things into the home.
I have to imagine then that actually influences the products that you plan on adding, because you have to think about what space you have left to put them in.
Yeah, that's the giant cardboard cutout.
That is super cool.
So we had to because they finished it and then afterwards it couldn't fit in the car, so you can see like the wing has like a folded part. We had to like fold it after. It was kind of sad, but it works. Like it stands with like Velcro, so it's like we can fold it down when we want to put it in the car, and then once we have it up, like we put Velcro pieces on the back, so at least it's like yeah, at least it folds a bit and it fits. Yeah, you can't steal it. At least I know that people can't steal it because it won't fit in a lot of cars.
Yeah.
It's theft, anti-theft system. Yeah.
Big or heavy things are definitely harder to steal. Though now I'm just imagining you in cosplay behind the stand. If anyone tries to take that, it's very obvious who it belongs to.
So I did notice that your outfit is that also inspired by Gundam?
Yeah, it is. It was inspired by a lot of different characters. Like, a lot of people have mentioned like, oh, you remind me of Emilia from ReZero, and I'm like, yeah, that's one of my inspirations. I love Emilia. Yeah, and then a lot of it was mostly like my papa's ideas. Yeah, he's the one who designed this outfit for me.
Very cute, very cute.
Thank you. You're cute. You're so
No!
cute.
You're so wholesome.
And then we saw you. I was like, oh, this is so adorable. Like I'm so happy to be here.
Oh.
Very glad to have you too. Though now I'm curious. How would you advise other VTubers to take compliments? Since it seems like you struggle yourself with that.
Oh, for confidence?
For taking compliments.
Oh, for taking compliments. I don't know.
You don't.
I suppose that's one way of doing it.
It's okay. I'm in denial too. So I did have questions about your pen lights. So like, did you have to get permission from like HoloLive to actually have those products, or is it just because it's like fan base? It doesn't really like need that sort of permission.
Yeah, right now it's considered like fan art, just like a lot of people in Artist Alley or artists in Artist Alley. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was always wondering about that because like I see when I go to conventions, personally I do see like a lot of fan stuff and I always wondered if like they had to get like commercial rights to it.
Yeah, I think it's sort of a gray area where I know a few companies have they're all like different, I guess, in terms of how they handle their IP. Um, yeah, but that's why like Artist Alley used to be more like in the forefront of anime conventions, and then I think in the past recent years you can notice like Artist Alley being pushed a little bit out of the way, like they try to hide it in a way. Like,
Oh really? I
yeah.
didn't realize. I myself
Yeah.
haven't been to like a convention really consistently for a long time, so
Same.
Well, yeah, it's getting so crowded lately. It's like,
the
yeah,
anime community has grown.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna need like more space because there's so many of us.
Just get more conventions.
Yeah,
Don't leave it out.
or more VTuber conventions. Like Offkai was so fun.
Oh. Yeah, because you guys have to like go to like anime conventions instead of like a VTuber convention, right?
Yeah. I think the VTuber community. I used to think that they overlap a lot with anime, but it's a whole other big
Community.
community. Yeah, they don't necessarily overlap, and it's like I don't think we can all fit in because it's so big. You know, it's like I think we need like.
Would you consider yourself an anime waifu?
Whoa! Oh, that's a good question. I guess I'm kind of in a wedding-ish outfit, so and getting to a certain age, so
Someone out there says yes. I think where that's at.
what are and now I wonder, like, what are there requirements to be anime waifu? Like,
You just have to be from an anime.
Oh, so I need to be in part of an anime. Okay, I'm not in an anime. Wait, does a lore video
But
count
your
as an
V,
anime?
yeah, I think your VTuber lore counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not part of an anime, but I did do like a small voice line for another VTuber's anime called Leaflet. Yeah, and at the end of her anime, I voiced like the "Koran no sponsor no." Can like the sponsor person, sponsor announcer be an anime waifu?
I'm sure.
Absolutely,
I am sure.
anyone can be a waifu. Am I right, guys?
There are rules for this kind of thing.
There are no rules.
No, there's exactly one rule, and it's in the 30s.
I mean, hell, I think Truck-kun is even like a waifu. I don't know if you guys have ever played the waifu bots in Discord servers, but hell, you'll
I
find
have
like
not.
a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, imagine a Truck-kun body pillow. And best waifu.
Trying to think if there's anything that would be weirder than that. I know there is the reincarnated into a vending machine anime going on.
No, yeah,
That's already kind of rectangular. You can turn that into a body pillow very easily. It'd be even shaped like it.
But have you been watching anime? Are you? I'm sure you're an avid anime fan, right?
Yeah, I used to watch more anime, but I don't know. I've been so busy. Like I've been
That's fair.
yeah, kind of keeping up. So how I do try to watch more anime is I started an anime club at work.
Oh, anime at work?
Yeah, so that way, like during lunchtime, me and my coworkers just watch anime together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
That
way
is a
it's
great
like-
way of doing it.
Yeah, that way I'm like watching anime and also getting to know people better. Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, so right now we're watching Hell's Paradise. It's so good.
Hell's Paradise? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Hell's Paradise, like
Oh,
hell.
Hell's Paradise. Hell's
Yeah.
Paradise.
It's ringing bells, but I've forgotten the synopsis already. I'm not watching that one.
Mm,
Like, is it one of the newer animes?
I think so.
It's 2018. Okay.
And then
Well,
we
interesting.
watch,
I'll look into that one. It's now my recommendations. Do you have a top 10 favorite animes or top 5? We'll do top 5.
One of my favorites is Anohana. I love Anohana so much. And A Lull in the Sea, or oh my gosh, what's it called?
It's
It's
okay,
like
you
the-
could describe it and we'd probably figure it out.
Yeah.
It's the one where there's these children that are from the ocean, and then
Oh
they-
yes, yes,
That
yeah,
one.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know
I do
the
not
name
remember
though.
the name.
Yeah. Is it called A Lull in the Sea?
A
forgot.
Lull in the Sea. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Food Wars is one of my favorites.
No.
I know it has that reputation. But it gets so wholesome after like season 2 or season 2 and season 3. Season 1 is just like lewd, like clickbait, I think.
Yeah.
I know. And then
Yeah.
and it gets more wholesome over time.
I personally haven't watched season 2. So can't
I
vouch
think
for
I've
that
watched one episode and just couldn't.
Which is
I
like,
just-
wow.
I get that.
The
Yeah.
reputation.
Any anime with food is like I
Ah,
really
10
like.
out of 10.
Oh, do you know of Isekai Nobu? I think it was the one about the restaurant that had the front door linking to the Isekai world.
Ah,
Yeah!
yes, I
That
read
one is
that.
so
It's
cool.
good.
I went to I forgot where I was but I saw someone doing like an ad for it where I went to
Oh.
this building and it was like an anime store and then they had their elevators like decorated to look like that, so like when the elevators opened it looked like you're like teleported into that world.
Wait, that's
the
so
restaurant.
cool!
Yeah.
No way!
I was like, what? This is the coolest elevator ever.
Wow, teleporting elevator.
Yeah.
Aniki, can you find a video of that and then share it when you're...
I think that might be asking a bit much from him, but that would be really cool.
Okay, take your time. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Sorry, those were your main top ones?
And then I really like Higurashi, like Mind F type of shows. Like, Higurashi. Even though I don't like horror, Higurashi is.
Yeah,
It's super
I
good.
think that's why I avoided it, because I'm not a huge fan of gore usually.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. But it has like the Inception kind of vibe where it's like multi-dimension.
Kind of like the ReZero kind of vibe.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm, yeah, I like that. Like Parasite, Madoka. There's
Oh,
so
I love
many.
Madoka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Madoka. That's why I wanted to make this model. I guess part of the inspiration is like magical girls. I wanna be like
Magical girls have such cool designs, usually.
Yeah.
Very cool. Why didn't you end up being a magical girl?
I thought about it, but
You
it's
did?
like
I feel like I could see
How
the
can I
inspiration in your
combine-
design with that.
yeah. It's like I'm a space captain, but I want to be a magical girl. So we gotta find like
You're just a mechanical magical girl.
yeah. Like I was thinking like Iron Man-ish, where it's like, I don't have magical powers, but I have like technology. That's pretty much like magic. Like if we brought like an iPhone to like 50, I don't know, 100 years ago, they'd probably think it's magic.
So now here's the question: does the technological magic extend to your real life as well? Are you good with technology?
Well, based on setting up with all the
What
technical
the-
difficulties. I'm not the best, but I do really love technology. Like yeah, I've been working on like a keyboard on stream, and
Oh.
I want to do like more coding streams as well. That's like my day job is software engineering.
Oh
and-
wow!
You
What
can't
the
be
heck?
that bad then. You just
Oh,
have
what
focus.
the heck is this? We got a genius over here. Holy cow!
But then calibration and like technical issues.
It's like, you know what you remind me of? It's like you remind me of like the Butterfingers of technology.
I can see that.
But like you're really smart. You know what you're doing generally most of the time, but then you just have
Yeah.
moments where it's like Butterfingers, you know?
Oh, from my experience with both myself and other technological people, I feel like the people who are well versed in technology have had the biggest flubs with it as well.
Yeah.
So that brings up the question: what is your biggest flub with technology?
VR.
VR.
I love doing VR streams. I used to only do VR streams. That was like when I first started. Like all I did was play Beat Saber. Yeah, but then yeah, just setting up VR. VR has so many issues where it's like,
I imagine so.
but it comes up with like the best. It's like the ones with the most technical issues, but I think maybe the most funny derp moments where it's like suddenly like one of my foot trackers would die and then my leg would just be like poking through my head.
See, that's like wholesome errors and stuff. I like those. That's much better than like blue screening an entire restaurant.
Did that happen?
Yes. In the middle of me training a new person at that fast food restaurant I worked at, I took down their entire system.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Maybe now it's an exploit. Maybe now I know how to get extra food or free food.
True.
The hacker side of me is like, okay, I'm gonna take mental note of that.
There are some crazy exploits out there. I don't know if that's one of them though.
Order like 100 orders of I don't know, burgers or steak or I don't know. Order like 100 plates and then be like, oh yeah, and then like blue screen it and be like, oh yeah, I paid for it already, remember?
I don't know. I feel like to accomplish that, you'd probably have to order more in the range of like 20,000 or something to get to overflow. Now that you've ordered a negative amount and they pay you back.
Oh, that's amazing! Oh, like a big refund scam.
Yep.
Don't actually try this. Please don't actually do this. It's not gonna work.
Canda's like, I'm gonna kick you out of the restaurant.
But yeah, I was curious, but what were your convention experiences like? Because you've actually had a stall a few times, right? Yeah, what was your experience like having your stall at a convention?
Oh,
It's been your first time. How did your first time go?
the first time was kind of slow because it was at a like smaller event. Yeah, and then it was mostly like a test run for myself because I like helped in friends' booths, but not like have our own booth. So it was like mostly practice run. But even then, even in like the first event, I think the one. The thing that I was really humbled by is like the what is the word for it? Like when everyone is just like helping each other. Cause between like all the booths, like people would come by and be like, "Hey, have you eaten yet?" And like they'll just like come and like bring food and make sure. Cause the first time I ever set up the booth, I was like so paranoid that I'd forget something, so I prepared like so much. Like I had a whole like checklist. I'm like, okay, make sure I have like the table, make sure we have the chairs and all the stands and all like the display items and then all the goods and everything like was all like listed out. And then we brought everything, loaded it into the car. And the thing that we forgot was like water.
Oh.
Like, it was like after all this preparation, we forgot to take care of ourselves. And then so yeah, I made some friends from boothing because we were just like maybe just from like boothing. Like there's some people that know me from a few booths down, or like maybe like a friend of a friend, mutual friends, and then as well as like meeting new people, like just whoever is like our neighboring booth, and like getting to chat with them, and it's like, hey, how's your day? Yeah, it's been a long day today, huh? And like that like what's it called when you're like in like
Unison.
yeah. Yeah, and off Kai as well. Like there were a lot of people that I think whenever we're setting up our booths, we're just stressing, and that's like our focus is just getting the booth together. So we
Yeah.
forget to take care of ourselves. So when it's like when people take care of each other, that just like really warms my heart. It's like, oh, people
Aw.
come by with like a cookie or like boba. Like someone actually came with boba, and I was just like, thank you so much. It's like I was so hungry, so thirsty, and boba's like perfect. It's like
It's like the right in between.
yeah, it's like food and drink at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like it shows that I don't get out much because it was like in my head I was like, it's like the hydrate redeem in real life.
Yeah, that's true. It is, huh? It's like here's a drink, drink it. Oh, there's one person in Offkai. I think we gave him like a free sticker or something. I think he was just being like super sweet, and so we were like, "You're super sweet. Here's like a free sticker." And they're like, "What? Like, are you sure we can have this?" We're like, "Yeah, just take it." and he's like, "Well, I don't have anything to trade, but I have this can of tomato juice." And so we're like, "Oh, actually, that would be really nice because we're so hungry." And so it was like the randomest thing I've ever gotten. But also super sweet. It was like, it looks like tomato soup, but it was a tomato can juice thing.
Yeah, the drinkable tomato juice. Yeah. Instead of V8, was that what it was?
It wasn't V8. It looks just like the Campbell orange juice.
Oh.
But, or orange
Never
or
seen that.
like soup, but it was juice instead.
Alright.
Yeah. Did you not? Wasn't there like any food areas close to the conventions?
Oh, there was the restaurant, like the hotel restaurant. Yeah. I don't know where else to get food. Yeah. I think we just DoorDash.
Yeah, that sounds like a really wholesome experience.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
that
I
your first
remembered.
experience? Was the same thing with your second experience?
Yeah.
Oh.
The,
Did you end up
camaraderie.
changing your approach in the second time where you were prepped to do the same for someone else?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I brought like cookies and then just like shared it, and then people were really hungry, and I'm like, I know, I got you.
That's
Really
so sweet.
sweet.
Both the cookie and you.
Yeah, and water too. Oh, never forget water. So we just brought like the big like 12-pack of water and then just handed it out to people.
Oh. Yeah, usually at conventions, I remember that the ones I've been to, usually they have like a concession stand.
The lines on those are usually so long every time I saw them.
Yeah, that's true too, though. You're waiting forever for just a water.
Yeah.
There was one convention that I went to. I think it was Anime Expo like last year. they had this Miku booth that just gave out free Pocari sweat, and that was like my
Oh.
favorite because like people, I think as long as you follow them on Twitter or something,
Oh, and
like
they gave
you
a free drink.
yeah, some people like go, do not do this, do not do this. We might have been the reason why they stopped. we were so thirsty that we kept going back. So like me and my friends would get like 3 bottles of Pocari.
Did you get any special discounts during since you were a stall owner?
Um, there might have been. I didn't check.
Oh.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I'm just curious because I just feel like as a stall owner that's benefiting the event, I thought they would give you like a little bit of a discount.
You're right. I should have checked. I don't know. Now that you mention it.
It's okay. Next time.
Do you
But
have any
yeah.
advice you would give to people thinking about setting up a stall?
Good question.
That's a good question. Yeah. Oh, I think like preparing and setting up a test run booth at home.
A test run booth?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I think like that's the step that like helped me a lot. I think it's like a step that some people might feel like it's not really necessary, right? Like I kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna do for the booth. Like maybe have like a draft planned out. Like
But then
especially
when
this
you
year.
put it together, it looks different.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Or like you realize that you don't have things that you need. Like let's say the one that I didn't think of was like, okay, if I because I thought of like, alright, what do we need for a booth, right? It's like you're gonna need the goods, you're gonna need like price tags, and like like some decorations and like something to show like the sign or the name of your booth. But I didn't think of like, alright, what if things sell out though? Like you're gonna need something to right, like a
Cover it,
post-it to
yeah.
say that it's like sold out. Or yeah, things like that. Like I didn't realize until I set it up like a rehearsal at home. So yeah, definitely do not skip out on the rehearsal. Like definitely test it out at home first before the day of. Make sure you have water. What else? I think something that I tried to do. Not sure if I do this successfully yet. Is like there's gonna be a lot of booths at the event. So in order to make yours stand out, I think having like a theme or something iconic might help. So for our booth, we made like a giant Torii gate. Actually, T, my friend
Oh.
T, she's also a VTuber. Take if you like to check out her channel, take CH on Twitch as well. Yeah, she made the Torii gate for me because I figured maybe that could help like make our booth stand out. Yeah.
That is so cool.
It's the purple blue decoration on top. It's inspired by like Japanese shrines.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's like our logo. It's in our logo as well. So hopefully people recognize the gate and then the next convention.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
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 It's very pretty. I can see
you.
why it didn't fit into the car now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a lot of people come by and try to take a picture with it?
Yeah, a few people did. Luckily, no one tried to steal it yet. Because I have that temptation when I see other people's cardboard stands. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm taking that home.
Were you standing the whole convention, or were there times like you had a seat on the side?
Yeah, I had a seat on the side. Another challenge is like managing space behind the booth because when we're bagging the posters up, we found that there's not a lot of space behind the table. because most of the table is like taken up by the booth itself, and so we had like maybe like oh my gosh, I can't count in inches, like 10 inches worth of table space.
Oh wow, really? 10 inches?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, how big is my screen? Is 14
10 inches? Are you sure?
Yeah, most roughly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how big.
Okay, you can just think of
Or
your
how
hand as
small.
like, I don't know, like 2 hands is like 10 inches.
Oh, I think it's more like one hand.
What?
Size of like
You only had 1 hand of table space? Wait, that's crazy.
yeah, and behind the booth, right? Because you have like a picnic table, pretty much, and then like 3/4 of the table is taken up by all the stuff that you have to sell. Well, it's maybe also planning on our part, because depending on how you want to set up the booth, I know some people set it up so that you can also use like the cubby hole, the back of the cubby hole as table space. So there's also like a lot of different strategies to manage your space behind the booth. But yeah, we're also using one of the chairs to set up or to package our posters. So we only had like 2 seats, but which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
we were
anyone
able to sit.
dance with your sticks in front of your stall?
That would be cool. That would be cool. No, I was dancing alone at one of the conventions. One of them had like a live DJ, and he was so good. He was so good. And I was just like, well, we have pen lights. Like, we're selling pen lights. Maybe let me just like jam with the pen lights at the booth. And so here I was like jamming to the DJ with the pen lights up and everything. Being like this crazy woman, and then people walked by, and I think I scared potential people coming. So I stopped because I was like, maybe they wanted to take a look, but then they see me, and then they see this girl just like jamming, like, oh my gosh, this song is amazing, and like doing like headbangs and stuff behind the booth. And then they walked away. I was like, all right, maybe I should stop. But I wish someone would do that in front of our booth, then I could join them.
Well, now people know that if they see you doing the convention, they can jam with you with the pen lights.
Yes.
For sure. But yeah, well, we're getting close to the end of our podcast. I know, it feels like it zoomed right by. But I just kind of want you to say any like general summary of your experiences with your store, and yeah, anything you want to say finally to the crowd.
Hello, live and Niji-san, senpais, please notice us. I think that would be amazing if like one day one of them notices our pen lights. And then and like post it, and we're like, whoa, this is cool, there's a pen light of me or something. That would be really awesome.
I did notice your partnership program. Is that like open to most VTubers?
Oh yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
Oh, you're
Yes,
welcome.
thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Yes, we're now launching our partnership program. So we hope to collaborate with more VTubers in the future, where we can make pen lights of you and and have them hosted on our store. Thank
That's
you.
super cool.
No worries, thank you.
Also, if there are any questions in chat, we can answer those now.
Yes. Yeah, chat if you have any questions for Mirynth. Like, here is the time to ask her all the questions. And how about you, Kat? Do you have any final words, final questions for Mirynth?
I think I've already asked most of my questions. I think the main question I have left is, do you plan on creating a cosplay, or have you created a cosplay of your VTuber?
I want to. It just takes so much time.
I imagine so.
And also, I'm wondering like how I'm gonna do the wings. I think
Yeah,
the
how's it gonna
outfit is
have
the
her?
easy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you make it a stationary one at your stall, then they're just
Mm.
sitting at your stall.
Oh, maybe I can make like just the wing. That's a really smart idea. Like just the wings, you know, like those
Yeah.
like Instagram like type of where people like go up
Oh,
to the
photo booth.
wings. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
photo booth,
photo
and then they
booth.
can take picture of themselves with the wings, and
That
then it'll
would be
just
super
be like,
cool.
yeah. That would be. Now you're giving me ideas. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So how many different VTuber pen lights do you have? Is one of the chat questions we
Oh,
have.
good question.
Oh,
Because
I
you've
don't
also
know. I never
made custom
counted.
ones, have you? You've made custom ones for some VTuber friends too, right?
Yeah. I don't know how many we've made. I think we have like over 30 designs.
Wow, over 30?
That is super cool.
Do we? I think.
But you don't have them all through your store, do you?
Yeah, we have a few that we haven't posted on our website yet. So we're continuously expanding on the designs. There's a lot of like collaboration ones we haven't that are from our partner VTubers that we haven't posted yet. So yeah, soon.
Yeah.
We can have Cat and Roku pen lights.
Yes!
Yeah.
I'd love to!
Oh,
That's
the
it,
only
I'm
question
signing
with
up
mine
right
is you
now.
designed for the blue or the orange.
Blue!
Yeah. We have two hands, so it's like, you know, Roku and Cat in one hand.
Oh, that's cute. Like a SmollCast pen light.
Yeah!
Yeah. And then we'll have an Aniki's OC in the middle of it.
Yeah!
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Aniki, does your OC have a name? I totally forgot what the name was, if she does have one.
I've forgotten the name. I know it means butterfly though.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think she has a name.
So what is the name? You said yes, but what is the name? We have a
While
question
we're waiting for his
here.
response, I do see another interesting question in chat here. Where do you want to be in a year as a VTuber, as a merchant, as a cosplayer, and as a creative person?
Good
This is
question.
a really good question.
Yeah.
Oh, I think as a VTuber, I want to focus more on like technology and doing more hardware and software streams because I find that I'm learning a lot and like growing as a person as well, like helping me in my job and developing like skills that I really want to learn. So I'm like thinking of expanding into that and then getting better at singing. Like I love to sing, so I want to do like more song covers. As
Hey,
like,
you know, Aniki's looking for people who want to produce songs. Yeah. Hey, Aniki! Oh, okay, so her name is Farasha.
Oh, Farasha. Cute
Farasha.
name. Yeah.
Very cute.
And then
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
no
continue what you're
worries.
saying for what you're planning for within a year.
As a merchant, I think like the ultimate goal, it would be so cool if like you know how there's like tons of anime stores, but there's no and in Japan there's like a lot of idol shops where they have stores that focus on just selling like purely idol merch, where it's like if you want like idol photos or like any
Yeah,
like,
those
idol
are really
t-shirts.
super popular.
Yeah, and so but there's none for like VTubers, so it's like if maybe I think like ultimate goal is like
Oh,
if there's a bunch of
VTuber
friends,
shop. Oh, that would be
yeah,
so cool.
like collaborate with like other vendors who also specialize in like selling VTuber merch and like you know like just collaborate and like make one shop like a brick and mortar shop that's like just
It's
all
kind of
VTuber
like,
stuff.
do you know Hot Topic? So it's kind of like
Yes!
the VTuber Hot Topic, basically.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
I love the vibrating with excitement.
Yes! She's vibing with ideas right now.
I love all your ideas. Now I'm gonna take them and then just like Well, this idea was all from Cat and Roku.
Yeah.
Well, they were freely given.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Aniki said Small Ones records new song tomorrow. Oh,
Oh!
yes. So a new song from Small Ones Records is gonna be out tomorrow, so look
That's
forward to
cool. Is that gonna be on YouTube?
that. I think so. Aniki can confirm that in a second.
I believe the karaoke version is coming out
Yes.
as well. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, so you can practice your singing.
That would be amazing, yes! If that would be okay with
And
you.
it's on all major music platforms.
Yes, it's
Whoa!
okay. One night, who knows? We'll have a community karaoke night. Just
Yeah!
yeah. But yeah, that concludes our session for today. Let us go look for a person to go raid.
Do we already have
Aniki, I'm
one?
waiting for
Aniki?
the voice in our head.
Aw, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you
That
for
was so
being
much
here.
fun today.
We're gonna
Okay,
be reading in Kyrie.
Okay,
Oh.
yes. Yeah, do you have the raid message?
Yes, let's get that raid message out and show her lots of love because I believe she is actually the one singing the song that is going to be going out tomorrow.
Please? Yep.
So there
Yeah.
is our small raid. Be sure to show Kyrie lots of
Let
love.
me copy it right now. Oh, is she
Ooh,
doing it
live
live?
singing
Yeah.
it tonight as well. That is awesome.
Let's go. But yeah, thank you again, Mirynth, for being here, for being our guest host today. Definitely learned a lot about having a store at a convention. I'm sure a lot of people aspire to have one day. So I appreciate all the advice you actually watered.
Yes,
Super
water.
important.
Yes. Hydrate,
Yeah.
hydrate, redeem, IRL.
And thank you, my co-host Kat, for being a great host today, and also Aniki for being backstage man. Like I don't know if you guys remember seeing it, but like all the backstage stuff is like Aniki, so he was setting up the backdrop that we were seeing earlier, all the videos and stuff like that. That's all Aniki. So
Indeed.
yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now,
And
if you
thank you
excuse
to
me,
our audience for being here too.
If you excuse me, I'm going out of here.
What? Oh.
I'm leaving it now.
Say bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. She's like, real cat, like hiding under the table.
I had to use it at least once for the thing.